Griffin Colapinto, Filipe Toledo, wave number 2 in this title match. Razor sharp on the first carve. Double pump off the bottom, throws it out there, stomps it into the flats, stands up. Oh, man.
Filipe Toledo is the undisputed high-performance king. He is fast, he's precise, he has variety every time he's driving down the line. He's unpredictable. The guy is almost unbeatable when it comes to competing at Lower Trestles.
I grew up in Ubatuba, Sao Paolo. Really famous for good waves, a lot of beaches around, like more than 110 spots for surfing. And my dad used to be a professional surfer. He won 3 titles in Brazil. He put me on the surfboard. He was surfing with me at 10 months old. Of course, it was really small, just tiny waves, and everyone was always involved. And we grew up super close to family. And then with 15 years old, I won my first professional event. And I was like, okay, I guess now I want to be a professional surfer. I want to be like on the world tour. I wanted this for a living. It was that day that everything clicked to me and I became a professional surfer. And then me and my family, we talked and we decided to move to San Clemente. Of course, it was for my career, my sport. We moved here thinking as a family, you know, as an opportunity for everyone. So right now I have a family of 2 kids.
Are you shy?
After a year of a lot of contests, a lot of adrenaline and so much going on, when I come back here, it's kind of mellow, super quiet. I just, you know, live a normal life when I'm here in San Clemente.
And he did it with a big frontside air reverse. He's up once again, loading up for something huge. Has speed, and he's going to go to the air again. Up monster alley-oop, and he sticks it.
Woohoo!
Beyond full rotation. And again goes to the air. You are kidding me. Wow. 2 huge alley-oops. Both unbelievable.
I think it lacked a little variety.
Very repetitious.
Oh, man, I am goosebumps from head to toe.
Here's the way he stomped those things. He's still going.
Oh, that is unbelievable, dude. Unbelievable.
Brings a 10 as well to these heats. One more look here, Pete.
Just look at the timing where he uses that ramp. It's a solid overhead wave and just perfectly placed. Technique impeccable, no grab. Board stayed right, stuck to his feet. Looked like the whole time he was going to make that. Incredible. It really, truly is incredible. I don't know how he does it.
And they both have a front row seat to the Toledo show. Taking the high line, you see the windup, the coil, as Toledo hunting the section, finds it, goes to the air. A massive backside. Are you fully rotated 540 straight to the flats, nose pointing to the beach. You saw that thing happening from a mile away. Criminal intent for the lip, Toledo.
Mental. As we take a look at the whole wave here, he's straight in, stalls it, and he is barreled. And he is great with the speed control. That's why we saw the crowd react the way it did. So hard to do to slow down on your forehand like that. One of the techniques by the Hopgoods, double arm drag. You see that technique being used by Filipe Toledo, and of course the finish. Always important here at J-Bay. You see again in the barrel on the foam ball, slowing down by putting both arms. Nice work, Filipe. Let's take a look into this with the slow-mo. You know, as he drops in, again, arm drag, then puts the second hand in. And at this point, when he starts to come out, he's stalled again.
You can see, Pete, that back foot coming off the tail pad, just moving a little further forward. What's he trying to achieve there?
Well, keeping the plane of the board up. You know, when you put your foot back there, it makes the board a lot more sensitive, but you can move forward on the board. It allows you to control that speed a little easier, even using your feet as a gas pedal or a brake even to slow yourself down. And it also stabilizes you when you move up on the board like that.
And there isn't too many competitors on the championship tour that move their feet around on the deck of their board as much as Filipe, especially when... And he didn't want to kind of get pigeonholed as a one maneuver guy. There he is with a really solid... He's just collecting a show reel here. Yeah. Unbelievable performance for the first round, and he's going to go for something else there. And there's that mix-up. He's going to stick it. I wasn't even thinking this was going to go into his top two. It probably should. Amazing variation.
So good to see the rookies mixing it up with the world's best here in the final. Toledo
finding a wedge on the inside. This could be more like it for Toledo fans. Drives off the bottom. In the tube, driving through, and he comes out after the spit. Filipe Toledo gets the crowd on their feet for good reason. An incredible tube ride from Toledo.
Wow. That was probably one of the best tube rides we've seen this entire event. Further down the line, too. You know, he wasn't all the way back up on the peak where Wade Carmichael was. Look at the crowd. The crowd,
we're with you, sir, fans.
Losing
How did that
it
just
right
happen?
now.
And that's what I did in my last wave, and I hope to be better in the round 3.
Well, we'll see you in round 3, guys.
Filipe Toledo, the staccato rhythm of one of the world's fastest surfers, goes for the big frontside reverse. Perfectly executed as he fades now into the barrel. That is the first fins free maneuver we've seen on that opening section. That is the Filipe Toledo we know and love as he keeps stalling into this barrel. An extended tube ride. Comes out, he's got to get around this section. Of course, he does. Toledo now back up into the lip. Massive fins free turn. And here we go, coiling up like a cobra. Expect a massive air from Toledo. He does it.
Wow,
Perfect. Alley-oop into a whipping snap.
that was
Toledo.
incredible. That's what we come here to see.
That's why this wave was invented. Surfing like that.
Hey, Filipe, that's our first high-risk move on the outside section. Did 2 full aerials on that wave. Got really drained.
That was incredible.
I got chills. That is amazing.
It just makes sense that the fans would choose Toledo. Like you said, from the opening round all the way through, he's been untouchable. Driving down the line with a lot of speed is Filipe as he lays down the down carve. Packs it right there with a solid punch in the pocket, drifts the fins. 3 great moves and Toledo still going. Cool little gouge to slide and shuts it down. Toledo, you are an animal.
Wow. 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 This is just backing up that 8.83.
Here we go. First wave of the day.
Filipe gets the inside, and he's off and running. Starts it off with a little carve to get things going. Working his way down the line, looking for some speed. It takes to the air as we expected, and just a full rotation. Combos that right into a beautiful carve. And another carve just to keep the rail work going. Layback snap. Filipe Toledo, just firecrackers, fireworks, explosions on the first ride of the morning. That was incredible, and it's not done yet because he's working his way to the inside. Let's see how he's going to finish off this wave. Just really keeping the board on rail. Snaps it, throws the tail, little disjointed. Doesn't even matter because that was absolutely incredible pots.
Lifted. A lot more waves to be on had. Oh, you're cleared.
Filipe goes to the air, plants a beautiful big straight grab. Love that move, bringing it through to the inside now. Sliding the tail, somehow gets his board back into that wave.
That was amazing.
First turn right.
Well, you just know that those first turns are so important in order to get into the exit range and score so high. You can't have any errors.
Well, cop a look at this wave. Unbelievable. Standing up beautifully for the Brazilian. As he just continues to show us great variety on this forehand. So 3 different moves already. Starting to pace himself now. Able to commit to that move as the wave slowed down. And just bashing away relentlessly at this wall. Now stalling for the barrel. And finishes the wave with a clap to himself. I think capable of a really big result here. Zeke Lauer and Leonardo Fioravanti. They've got big rail turns, and with wave selection like his, they could go a long way. Here we go, Filipe up. Beautiful first turn. Always executed with so much speed. Jeez. Oh, deadly approach here from the Brazilian. And he is not done with this wave yet. Just one turn after another, all major maneuvers.
I am chuckling because
He likes the feel of it.
That was sick. That was sick.
And that insider. And it was really only the fact that Mick Fanning didn't get an opportunity in the final stages that saw him take that victory. But here we go, Filipe on a pretty decent sized wave and a couple of huge turns to start. He's got his foot to the floor here, surfing with a lot of speed. Digs in a tricky section with a lot of white water on the face, but he keeps those fins locked in and holds that line, keeping the rail wet, and banks it over the foam on the inside, hangs onto that move, pumps the fist and kicks out. Beautiful surfing.
Jordy Smith falls on the first opening ride. A short one there, that gives Toledo some room to work out this lineup. Passing Jordy for his first section to work with. It's a nice, clean, rapid cutback. Toledo off the bottom now. Keeps that connection with that highline wrap. Nice top turn carve, easy pace. Wall's growing, and he'll throw another big down carve. It's going to start to get hollow for Toledo. Slamming on the brakes. The first vision of the morning. Goes to the Brazilian from Ubatuba. Stalls for another big section, nice and deep. Toledo has plenty of room to come flying out. Drives off the top again with a huge hammer.
That could be another 10.
And what a way to kick off finals day.
He said the heat against Kelly was a big one. There was a few nerves involved with that. I just think the gravity of that heat was weighing on him. But even on this first scoring wave here, this 617, you can tell he's opened up again. He's feeling a bit free. Here we go, Toledo.
Oh my goodness. Filipe Toledo, first turn, snap to slide. Healthy looking wall. How about that searing carve through the open face, back off the top again. Driving off the lip line, beating so many sections. Another big smooth hook. Sets up that snap, right back to the top again as he meets the lip. Throws it off the lip again. And now Toledo's getting started. Meat hook to start. Layback dagger on the open face. Jams it off the lip and has total control. Celebrates, sees the reef form, but he'll get dropped off there on the inside reef. The Red Bull Athlete Zone is going bananas.
If the South African crowd was on hand to get behind him, we could see them in the background. I don't think they went home yesterday.
Why would they?
They stayed overnight down at Casa Corona. But here we go. Filipe Toledo throwing the first big air reverse of the event and sticking it. Well, this should score big. He's got to do some more down the line here, and he does.
Oh, why?
Just jinxed him.
Looking like we've got world number one in motion. Toledo, two-time J-Bay champ, throws down a clean down carve right back to the lip. Disconnected off that second section, and how about that perfect slice into the pocket. Toledo still running after this one as John gets started. Two of the best on tour, going back to back here in different heats.
Thanks, Sean. Can't wait to get a couple with you later on, mate, once the event's over.
Watching this one now, Filipe Toledo opened with a 9.5 under the priority of Jordy Smith. Has two arms in the pit to stall nice and deep. Can Toledo come out? He makes it. Now setting up his big first turn out of the pit. It's a huge carve. Big hack right in the pocket. Straight up on the lip for a lofty float and into the flats. Orty with a 9.5 under the priority of Jordy Smith.
All the way through this thing. So Filipe finding off the bottom there, coming up into the corner. Big gouge. Wow. You know, these waves are setting up so perfectly. It's borderline too big, but it's not too big yet. And it's just perfectly wrapping down the point. The direction is holding it nice as he banks up again right there. And these waves are just giving him more space to turn. Wow, this is such a pleasure to be out here watching these guys. Huge rooftop right there. Are you kidding me? It is just firing out here right now. These guys going to town on the face.
Strider Potts has 10 fingers on his hands right now. He's asking for another 10 for the panel for this performance from Filipe. Wanted the bonus barrel. Didn't get it there, but 3.33 for Lastic Griff. Toledo needs a 4.39 on this wave. to go right into first. He's got that stall. He wants to ramp up. Clear for takeoff. Full rotation. Seamless on the landing. Right into a wrapping cutback. Now Toledo ramping up again. Big section. Throw tail reverse complete.
Wow.
Early pro, Sunset Beach. Filipe Toledo using priority. Here we go with Toledo. Slashing off the top. Looking sharp, angled, precise in his approach. All the way back into the pocket for Toledo. But just as the wave flattens out, Droshianka behind him pulls it to barrel.
Bash is getting a little caught behind there, Pete. And an opportunity lost because he was on his way to a pretty decent number. Some solid turns on the outside for the Hawaiian. Here we go. Filipe looking to lock in a solid second score. 7.73 on his first wave. And he just rips that one off the top. Still keeps that flow down the line. A longer, more drawn out version of the same maneuver. And he is really tagging this one. Not done yet. Bashes it again. Excellent score on the way for Toledo, who's putting it all on the line and has more room to move. Huge flow to finish. So it looks like he's taking that advice on in the opening stages.
No, and I think that there's confidence that it come from two guys like that telling him, first off, but also seeing the scores that he's been producing.
Here we go, though. Here comes the reply from Filipe Toledo. The Brazilian, the new world #1, opens up with a searing frontside arc, getting right back into the bowl. Starting to square up, finding those transition floaters to get himself back down the line. Already so much damage done on this wave. And loading up for something big on the inside here. Mixes up his approach, climbs up onto the roof. I don't know how many turns was on that wave, but I'm guessing around 10. It all just happened so fast.
Oh, man, the acceleration he carries is just unbelievable.
Can't wait to see what went down on this wave. 7.93 is what he needs to better just to put it out of reach of Gabriel Medina. Nice opening carve there from Toledo as he races down the line, waiting for this wave to stand up. Beautiful conditions here at Jeffreys Bay. Now he starts to pick up speed. One of the fastest surfers in the world, and there it is, that big down carve from Toledo. Jams it in the pocket again. I mean, this is, and there's that big lip line float, the free fall drop. He comes out and he said, yep, that's me.
And Filipe now at the back. A lot of consistency in the lineup. Great conditions for a three-man heat. Let's see what Toledo can do as he loads up some speed. Heading through to the inside. Looking like he's going to go to the air. And he plugs a nice air reverse. Stomps it with ease, straight into a cutback. Conditions that favour rail surfing and aerials coming through to the inside now. And hits the end section, a solid ride with some high-risk surfing. Down the line, Filipe Toledo's considering swinging. He does. Picks this one off. Let's see what we can do with it. Loading up, so much speed. Big clean face out in front. Huge hook. Back up into the pocket, and again, absolutely obliterates the pocket. A third move. Beautiful carves now floating down the line, and he'll finish. And it's an easy decision. He's going to take this first solid set. Let's see what he can do with it. Could be more opportunities on the outside. Really lays in hard to that first section. Second swoop is even better than the first. Has a good rhythm on this wave already. 3 big turns on the outside. Now finds the barrel. And this wave just has a fantastic pace for him. Slowing right up, and now really looks to open up on the inside. He grabs the wall of the wave. Well covered. He's going to come through this section. The wave spits, and he finds even more cover down the line. There's the salute, and that is going to be a big score, possibly the biggest of the event so far.
It's tough to throw a perfect number at that, but I'll tell you, the surfing that he did on it in first round one, I mean, you are funny. Oh my gosh, what a showman.
80th on the qualifying series. In the qualifying series in 2016, he was the champion, came up on the top of the list there, and here we go with Filipe Toledo. Winding up off the bottom, hacking off the top with some speed. and meets the lip there, completion, and Toledo's not holding back at all on his first wave, Strider.
To keep that flow going in the legs. And now we see the man to beat. Toledo has given us the most entertainment on this wave, already starting off with a big throw tail reverse on sections where most are just kind of pacing their way through. He's already going for it. Nice barrel from Toledo.
Yeah, here's the thing. Leo threw down the 8 on the right, so he's got to come out of the gate swinging. Just shows us that he has just such a different read. He's able to risk everything, throws that tail out, starts to downplay that tempo as he's going to set up for this inside section.
Big carve there. Nice wrap. Strider, how's he looking?
Incredible transition into the barrel. Are you kidding me? Timing on point. Perfection as we've seen before. Already out into the open face. Bango! Kicks the alley-oop and a cutback to mix. Let's go. Calm down, everybody, he says. Woo! Some people get heads worried when they hear that crowd. It fills up Toledo's energy, and he is thriving off this. It's incredible.
When you haven't even seen a 9, take a look at this wave. I mean, he is electrified off the lip. He is plugged in. Look at that. Just whips it off the roof. Again, 2 times in a row. How's the glide over this? Ooh, all the speed he carries. And then right into it one more time. This wave kept giving him sections after sections. And no downtime whatsoever. Rides out of it onto the shore. And he knows how important that was, but look at these 2 snaps.
Look at this sharp eye just butchering this left for the highest single wave score, and he's just relentless, banging the lip there, Pete. And I've said it before, just surfing with maybe another little bit more of speed than anywhere I've seen.
Little bit?
It's another gear.
A little bit? I think it's 2 gears. I mean, it is crazy how quick he is in that transition.
You've got to have that ability to be able to mix it up.
Sliding in for the barrel. Toledo tries to get the vision. Not quite, but a big blowtail off the top that he recovers into another big hack. Drilling that section with the roundhouse cutback. Toledo is feeling it. 3 big moves, ton of progression. Big top turn carve now for the previous event champ, a guy that's always going to be in the title race. Big section, grab rail, underwater reverse, and Filipe Toledo gives us something big, the maneuver of the event so far.
That's the first time we've seen that this entire event.
8.5 minutes to go. Filipe, he's chasing a 7.9. He's got some speed. He's going to take to the air. Nice big grab rail there. And then out onto the open face and just slides out, mixing it up with each and every move so far. This is on its way to being a very solid number. More opportunities to collect points down the line. Wow. He's still going. Wow. What kind of finish can he get on the inside here?
And this is it right here. I mean, he's going to get that opportunity right now. Already has the 10, and the anticipation starts. Let's see what he can do.
Get fired up for Team Brazil. As Filipe on his backhand, whipping into his first couple of turns. I know Strider Wasilewski's got a front row seat. Take it away, Strider.
Are you kidding? Watching these turns from down here is just amazing. Eye level right along the water's line. Beautiful float right there. Back up into the lip. Blows the tail out. Beautiful turn. Again, keeping the rhythm on this wave. Amazingly down the line. Bang! Right up into the lip. Throws the tail out. Another one. Just a rotation of lip line slams. Another tail blow there. Again up into the lip. Is not going to stop. Nice little transition float. A nice little lip line slam, and he's going to put on the brakes right here. Let's see what he's got. Tube time. Disappears completely from view for me. He's coming out. Beautiful ride. Does the little shove it. Brings it home.
No, Filipe Toledo. Did he do enough to better the 7.83?
And Surfline had mentioned it was going to be fairly inconsistent.
Here comes Toledo. He uses priority. Big snap there. Defending world champ one more time. And let's make it 3 for Filipe Toledo. Looking electric here. 4th and finishing maneuver, and that's going to be it. Is that the turn of the heat? We'll see. 6.44 is his knee. The crowd likes it.
Gosh, you gotta love Filipe, considering he's just playing possum, right? He was just sitting there playing possum, cruising, and all of a sudden he gets that opportunity and he's fired up. So.
Ítalo Ferreira has to give way to Filipe Toledo, who executes on his priority little gap off the beginning. Looks for the wrap, alley-oop. It's a huge one and stomps it. No problem for Toledo. More amplitude, air reversal finish, and those are the combos that make Filipe Toledo so dangerous.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to be fourth on the priority list, so that means that now he's really up against it.
Can't wait to see what Filipe Toledo is going to bring us here. Winds up off the bottom. Beautiful arc again for Toledo and floats through that section. Difficult section, and he's able to hang through.
Jordy Smith with his attention to this wave, looking down the line, and Smith decides to pull back and maintain his priority over Filipe Toledo in the barrel. Catches the corner there, launches a big straight air, lands it in the flats, back up into the lip. Toledo finds it and gives us the Ginsu on the net like he's hunting west.
Oh, that was insane right there. Jordy Smith with priority, just a little bit too deep. And Filipe Toledo gets the crowd involved from the get-go. That was one of my favorite airs I've seen this entire event.
Now here's Toledo's first shot. Winds up off the bottom, right by Slater, snaps up in the lip. Double pump off the bottom again for Filipe, throws it in the air, lands bolts, full completion, and hits the lip again with some quick feet. Full rotation, 2 off the tops. That's the way to kick off a heat.
Right. That I think really had that big audible crunch to them as we see him up again, winding his way through that first turn. Big drawn out carve, bit of foam on the face, and it's no problem for Toledo, who's powering through to the inside, trying to get rid of a 6.67 here, loads up again, and it's a clean finish. He likes the feel of it.
Filipe Toledo does decide to commit to this wave against William Cardoso. The 2-time JBA champ digs in, a beautiful hack to start. Floats it off the roof. Toledo wraps it into the pocket again. Driving through that big top turn wrap, showcasing all that power. Big vertical blitz off the lip, jams it again. Power hack down the line for Toledo.
Wow.
Beautiful front side down carve, holds the rail, then resets with a lip to hit. And flows down to the finish.
Holy moly.
Filipe loves to explode out of the gates, putting pressure immediately on William Cardoso.
That he's not the favourite to take this event out after those first 2 runs. Solid stuff, but Filipe Toledo's got the opportunity here to make a statement on the forehand. Hasn't made much of those first 2 lefts, but like you said, Barton, the signs are there, looking so positive on his feet.
100%, and on this wave in particular too. 3 great turns before the tube.
Love it, sets it up. Both hands on the face of the wave, very comfortable in the tube, doesn't want to get mixed up with the lip this time, so keeping nice and low through this one. Very deep at the moment, he's going to find his way through. Up onto the open face. Dynamic opening carve straight into the lip. And really recovering well after a little hiccup on that second turn, but Filipe loading up through the inside. Here comes the alley-oop. It's a huge one. He's going to stick it, finds that transition, and hammers these last couple of sections. What an effort. We expected nothing less from our top seeds. Filipe shaky on the left, but on the right, he has stomped a beauty.
Is that better than the 9.3 of Gabriel Medina? I know the judges compare rights to rights and lefts to lefts, but at the same time, that was incredible. The tube was amazing. These first 3 turns, Ronnie, were incredible, beautiful, sharp, fast, energetic. And then this tube coming up was so long, so deep. Gonna be incredible. Here's the timer. I just want to see how long it is. His positioning was perfect, and he got super deep at points of time.
Unbelievable. Medina had an 8.4 on his last right, so the comparisons will be made. Filipe did very well with this slower section of the wave. 3 nice turns.
There was a little catch of the nose there, but he just recovered instantly, seamlessly. And here's the pump, pump, pump. He's going, do I get tubed or not? No way. I want to go for the biggest alley-oop that we've seen. And then the seamless transition out of the alley-oop into that hit off the lip was absolutely incredible.
Well, Filipe Toledo, I think on the front side, nobody recovers from big aerials and transitions into huge turns following them better than this guy. That was really, really quick to get back up into the lip and bash it again.
Look at the height, complete rotation. The tail lands first. He holds it, and watch this straight out of that into this beautiful front side vertical snap in the lip. That was incredible surfing.
Just the fins out snap would have been solid enough. Adds another little one here on the end section. There's always those slight variations in his approach to the lip. But the pressure was on the world #1. He didn't do much with the left. Only had a 6.3 with those 2 runs. But on the right-hander, he has really saved himself. Strider Wasilewski. What's the crowd up to down there? They must be losing it.
They're going berserk. The crowd loves it. They were just going absolutely nuts. They went through the roof after Toledo stomped the inside of that last wave. But that man right there stepped up under pressure, and that's what we're talking about. Let's see who steps up under pressure. That's what this wave's all about. Stephanie Gilmore said, there's nowhere to hide here at the Surf Ranch. You've got fans, you've got machinery, you've got VIP, and it's just a whole plethora of people everywhere. You cannot get away here, and that's what this place is all about. Pressure and performing, and we just saw that out of the top 2 in the world, and I cannot wait to see the rest of this event play out, because that right there puts it all on the fence.
Filipe is a little bit more charismatic, a little bit more how Parko competed, really fun and energetic, as we see Phil paddling in this one.
Getting things started early, Toledo. Nice, clean swoop off the bottom. Steep section here, and he hammers the section. So swift in transition through that carve, and again leans on the rail hard, and he hammers it. Big layback, great variation shown already. What a start for Toledo. Knows he needs to put the foot down. John Florence has come off the 2 highest scoring heats of the contest so far, and one of the highest scoring heats we've seen this season. And Toledo's not done with this one. If anyone's going to throw something big on the end section, it's this guy. It's a clean finish and a big way. Well, put your seatbelt on, Barton.
Hold on, folks.
Felipe's taking off. His first ride here. Nice big swoop off the top. Pacing himself nicely here. The wave steepening up. Quick hack to the face. Just cuts it short to keep that down the line flow. Now drawing that turn out beautifully. So big combos on the outside. We want to change up his approach now as this wave steepens through the inside, loading up this wave, starting to barrel. Toledo finds some cover, not particularly deep yet. And he'll go looking for the lip now. Huge float, drops out of the sky, climbs back into the pocket again. Timing impeccable. Looks to the tower and celebrates with the crowd.
Oh, so he should. He waited a long time for that wave, sat with the priority, picked a bomb. And you guys saw what happened. Great performance, great starter.
Coming off the top with a 2-time back-to-back champ, Toledo. Big wrap there, solid section. Lip line flowed into a layback carve. More room to move, Toledo. Clean wrapping cutback. Solid power hook. Lip line shows up, ditches the fins. Toledo layback jam onto the lip. So hot every time it returns to J-Bay. From the first round all the way to the final last 2 years. He's been untouchable.
Filipe Toledo will stay in that Jeep Leaders jersey, even heading into Europe, no matter what unfolds here today on finals day. But a huge opportunity button. Already a couple of championship tour wins. He can really make life hard for those other title contenders if he gets the victory here today. And I guess that has to be a major goal, capitalising here and through the European League, because he's gone into the Pipe Masters with a title shot before and it didn't pan out.
Well, it's not considered one of his strong points, but this certainly is. Right-handers, this size of wave, suit him down to the ground.
So explosive. Even in transition, this guy really puts it on the line, and he's going to throw everything into this section. Nice reverse straight into another hawking turn to set up the barrel, and he tucks in, looking pretty comfortable. Wants to be very careful not to slip up now, so keeps that foot in a more regular position. Remember, on his first wave, let the front foot drift forward, and having a bit of fun with it now. Throws an alley-oop. That's 2 airs already, and he's only halfway down the line. Has more room to grow as he hammers away at this one. Now looking to line something up big on the inside. Finds a bit of cover. Wants the end section though. Throws the alley. He's going to stick it. wave and a big tail slide to finish. He's not done yet. What a performance from Toledo. Major risk on the outside, high risk through the middle section, and finish with a whopper.
Well, guarantee one thing, that's going to be the best score we've seen so far this event. That was an incredible wave. That first run that he had gave him the confidence and created a foundation that allowed him to just go to town on that one. What an amazing wave. The crowd throwing 10s, they think it's a 10-point ride. Our co-commentator, Martin Potter, is next to us throwing 10-point rides. Let's see what the judges think.
Well, this is unbelievable stuff. Like we said, in transition, there's still a lot of commitment to those outside turns, and then this.
And we know that the judges love the commitment on the outside. That was beautiful, so clean, seamless into the next snap. But the point of difference is after this tube, because nobody has done 3 aerial manoeuvres on a wave. We've seen them on the outside, we've seen them on the inside. We haven't seen them in the middle of the ride. And he comes out of the tube straight into this alley-oop here. There it is, the alley-oop, and that is a massive point of difference. Great interpretation of the opportunities that this wave provides.
Definitely, Strider, that was unbelievable stuff. He was so busy on that ride.
He didn't stop. It was relentless, and I feel like he's been waiting for this moment. Final day to bring the pain. I mean, just look at how high he's blasted that. Stuck, it came in, another wrap. The guy's on fire right now. You can feel it. The crowd is electric, and I love that we get to see these guys just load up and get ready for more action. This thing is just going to get better and better and better all the way to the end. I mean, are you kidding me? That was absolutely incredible right there.
We've been waiting for someone to turn up the volume. Filipe Toledo is the man. The crowd coming to the party. I know all you ticket holders out there loved that performance. We could hear it. A 9.8 is the score. And Toledo well out in front now. And I love it. You have to leave a little bit of room in the scale. We still have more runs to come. And I think that Filipe is even capable of more, but that is exceptional. 9.8, biggest score that we've seen. Listen to the crowd. They don't like it.
Well, I agree with you. We've still got Gabriel Medina to come, and he has been the standout in the pool. Julian Wilson as well has got incredible moves that can match that type of surfing. The Brazilians don't like it. Of course, they don't like it when it is a 10. They get a little. They know that their countrymen have got more in them. They think the judges should have rewarded that one. Personally, a 9.8 is close enough to a 10 that it doesn't really matter that much. The perfect score could be coming.
9.8. Filipe seems happy, Pete.
Great. If you want to keep those aces in the pocket, then that's what you've got to do. And that's the whole part of peaking at the right time, you know, saving your best for last, not having to produce your best scores in round number 1.
Driving down the line is Toledo. He's got a pep in his step. There's the ramp. Massive loft above the lip.
What was that, Strider?
Landing that thing without a problem. This is what we were waiting for.
Change the feelings that I have right now. Try to regroup, as you said, and just focus on the next one. Yeah.
Good luck for it. We'll see you later.
Thank you, Rosie. Well, Michel Perez, he's got some work to do on his second qualifying run. Filipe Toledo fell on his first ride, but now trying to make up for it. Strider looking sharp at the moment.
Wow, are you kidding me? This wind has switched offshore, making these rights really high performance. Beautiful snaps off the top. Goes for the reverse, slips right through that. Beautiful technique, very light on his feet at the moment. Another quick hit off the top. This thing's gonna line up for the barrel. Let's see what he does. Holding the wall, beautiful deep tube right just next to the foam ball, coming out into the lip. Goes for the club sandwich and nails it. Nice work, Filipe Toledo. And, well, boys, back to you for a recap on that.
Unbelievable start from Toledo. Didn't make much of his first lap, but has made up some ground on the right. He'll get another shot at both rides, and we'll see what he scores for this right after the break. But test your judging knowledge. Compare your score to the average fan score and the official judges' score. Each wave, your score is added to the fan score average, which will be featured on air and debated by us, the commentators. Try it now at worldsurfleague.com. Look for the live fan scoring box. Filipe Toledo up on right number 2. He had a 7.7 on his first left. And just electricity, Pete, on the opening turns of this ride.
And straight into the barrel, and now get some more work done. Let's see some tail-free surfing from Filipe. We know he has it.
He went to the upper end of the scale on his right-hand efforts earlier on in the event, throwing some risk at us, drifting the tail there. No time in recovery, climbing back up into the pocket and absolutely unloading on that section. Now kicks on the tail, looking to get particularly deep here, dancing with that falling lip, locks in, rolling through this one, has room to move, throws the alley-oop, absolutely stomps it. And that's got to feel good. What a run in it at a 9.64 to get the lead from Owen Wright.
Oh, man, that is going to be right up there. Legs are burning. That was nice stuff. Way to go, Filipe. That's what we wanted to see. I mean, he had it all there, too. The hammering, such a powerful snap. The long, deep barrel. I'm trying to reflect there's so much there on this wave.
Wow, and this is a big opportunity for the fans out there to have their say.
That's
on
right.
the live fan scoring.
Well, is it? I mean,
that might be an easy number to throw.
Exactly.
Because there is a lot of work done here. You know, that turn there, high risk, probably didn't get it exactly right, but it was still dynamic. That turn just had so much aggression.
Yeah, it did, and then it sets him up right there for the barrel. I mean, see how he gets himself right behind it, and as soon as he gets super hollow, got the extension and the alley-oop, landed it right in the transition. There isn't much of a transition right there, that last section. That turn, like you had mentioned, just a layback snap, everything committed to it. You talk about commitment, that is laying it all on the line. And such a beautiful inside wave, and then no problems on the alley-oop. Comes out, plenty of time. Crazy stuff.
Madness. And, you know, you got to look at the world title contenders, the results that they've had already this season. I pay more attention at this point to the poor results that they've had.
Our live fan scoring saying it's a 9.0. What to see if they got it in before the judges did.
Yeah, pretty solid. So that's the average from our fans, 9. I felt like it was a little bit higher.
Yeah,
personally.
so did I.
And the judges did too, at 9.63 for Toledo. And that is the highest scoring ride of this final so far, 9.63. But he needed a little more to get into the lead. He settles in at second place.
I was almost wondering if he might take it easy, because he's already qualified for a bonus. But when it all counts, might as well get the score now. Filipe Toledo looking for more on the right. Looks like he might just be coasting through the sections out the back. Now pulling into the barrel. Starting to travel. Still seeing his hand there. That front foot almost doing a cheater 5. Comes out of the tube. Nice clean snap off the top. Such a clean motion off the bottom and off that big section, now carving through. Nice patience for this inside pit. Look at the stance. Left foot all the way on the tip. Punches out the reverse without a problem. And acting so casual from start to finish. What a ride for Filipe Toledo. Looking to improve on his 9.63 on his second run on the right. Action continues on finals day here in Lemoore. Unbelievable on his home court when competing in Brazil as well. Crazy wins all around the world for Filipe. It's coming down to a final here at the Pure Gold Rumble at the Ranch. Teammate Cocoho is helping him with a 6.57. Getting some speed. Strider is looking good so far.
Wind up, big gouge on the open face. Wow, he's starting out fast and crispy. Let's see if he comes into this inside barrel. Nice transition, guttering out right there. He's got that hand holding the wall. Beautiful stalling technique. You can see those front toes gripping down on the board. Here we go, out of the front, big alley-oop. Oh, and he sticks it. Beautiful turn right there. He's gonna go back up for more. Nice sweeping turn. He's just getting started, folks. He's loving this wave. Father's Day in Brazil. Let me tell you, this is what he would love to be doing for this day. Into the barrel on the inside corner. Beautiful right there. Coming all the way through. Is he going to give us another one? Yes! Beautiful work right there.
Filipe Toledo stomps a massive alley-oop and throws in an alley-oop halfway down the line. He's one of the only guys that will go to that maneuver that early. And after a long wait, it was well worth it. I wasn't as patient as I should have been, but Filipe just turned in a massive score. Finals continue here at the Surf Ranch. Back for more after this. Fell early and then right into action from the qualifying round. So extremely busy in Lemoore. Now it's run number 2, the last right for Filipe Toledo. He's got all the best top 5 rights in history of the Surf Ranch. Frontside carve with so much speed into the barrel, looking solid. The wave spits and he wants more out of this barrel. Remember, he had the 7.5 to start on his first run. That's what he's trying to get rid of now. Still has his lead as he down carves, but he's just trying to put it out of reach for Gabriel Medina. Nice snap to slide, has so much time weightless on the lip. Now deep in this inside cone. Going for the alley-oop, greased the landing, wrapping cut back in. It is the Toledo show. Nobody does it better on the right of the Surf Ranch. 7.5 is gone.
Wow. Good.
Really trying to hang on back to Toledo. Quickly whipping that section off the top. Drawing a huge power gouge off the lip, and he's feeling good about that one.
He should feel good about that one. That was pretty intense that wave. The 2-turn combination from Italo. That's been a recipe for success out here at Sunset. He's feeling it. I mean, to have your opponent start out as strong as what Ethan has and to fight back the way that Filipe has, that gets the competitive juices flowing.
Because this was, Ethan surfed 13 waves, right? This is only Filipe Toledo's 4th wave ridden with Toledo. Again, lots of control on the rail of the sharp eye. Throws it up, puts it down, spins it around, and he's got more. Skips that section, but powerful slash